Gonna drop back, score a touchdown with this. If you're a beer nerd, I'll give you a hint. Oh yeah, you know what Celly Drippins is? Or at least you know what the legend of Celly Drippins is. I'm gonna tell you the fun story behind this. From Sierra Nevada, the Titans, up the road to Mills River. I'll let you know how to get some cool Cowboy Revolution brand apparel all together right after the theme song. Welcome back to the Upstate Studio with your choice Nutmeg 2 Palmetto. And I'm laughing because I'm looking at the pictures on Untapped and they're all crowlers. So I know all these people got theirs the same day or about the same day, within a week, a few days of when I got mine. It's just, it warms my heart, baby. So this is Celly Drippins, the legendary Celly Drippins. I'll tell you the story in a second of how this beer comes to be. But first, if you want to join the revolution and get some sick Cowboy Revolution brand swag, head on down to the description below, click the link, and use the code NUTMEG15. That is NUTMEG15, one more time, NUTMEG15 to get 15% off your order of anything at all, on the Cowboy Revolution Apparel shop. So, Celly Drippins. You may have heard of Celebration Wet Hop IPA by Sierra Nevada. I am sure you have. Celly Drippins is created from all the spent hop bags that they pull out of Celebration, and they hang them from the top of the vat, and whatever drips, hence, get it? Hence the term, drippins. Whatever drips out of those bags, that's the batch for the year. So this is the only time you can get this all year is post-Celebration, and on top of that, you can only get it on site. This is not a distro beer. I've been told from my Sierra Nevada fanboy friends that one of which is Beer Me GVL. You may have heard from him if you're on Instagram. And they did not advertise this a year ago. This is the first year they actually advertised it. So, and probably before that. So this now it was more than just word of mouth for people to know about it. So we'll see how the popularity rises and how the legend grows of Celly Drippins. Because of the relative limited release of this, because like I said, whatever drips out of the bags, that's it. That's the batch, and once it's gone, you gotta wait a whole nother year. There is a limited amount of check-ins on Untapped, 251 total, 231 unique, 201 ranked. That is a small sample size, however, 4.17. Right, yeah. Celebration IPA is the gift that keeps on giving. Each year after the Celebration tanks are emptied, our brewers catch the prized Celly Drippins. These soaking dry hop bags, still loaded with pure fresh hop flavor, slowly drain their holiday gold drips by delicious drip. It's a labor of love, one that's never been served outside our taproom. 'Tis the season for traditions. Guess you found a fresh one. I sure did. I had a couple rounds while I was there, and I bought a few crowlers for the way. That's why it's in a crowler at all. If you're only like, Sierra Nevada, dude, they're everywhere. Not this beer! It is, of course, American IPA at 6.7, which is exactly what they wrote on the can. A hearty 65 IBU. Now, I'm a little concerned. I do have incredibly appropriate glassware. However, if you're wondering how I'm going to pour a crowler into a pint glass that may as well be a flute glass, I have no idea. We're going to see it. And hopefully I don't waste too much of this precious, precious liquid gold. Before I do that, I will show off the growler can. It's pretty cool, scientific. It's got all the, hopefully the light doesn't reflect off it too badly. All the kind of ingredients and processes of brewing a beer. So there, obviously it's a generic growler can, so there's nothing else on there. So I'll just get you a shaklook. Ooh. I didn't even shake that. You don't shake can IPAs, but it exploded on me nonetheless. Okay, so again, we're going to try very hard not to make a mess here. Actually, let me even... Ole, ole, underlay. We're going to throw that there. We're going to do this smart. Put our thinking caps on. That's probably the cleanest I've ever poured a crowler in my life. Look at all that on the top. I'm gonna cheat to clean this up only because I've had the beer before. So it's not really cheating. Look at that beauty. Clear! Can you see me through it? You might be able to. You might be able to see me through that. Oh, so happy. So happy I get to try this again. And for you fine folks of the internet and YouTube land, YouTube and Rumble land, you'll get to see what it's all about. So, yeah, I can see everything through that. Super incredibly clear. It does have that kind of more darker hue to it, like a maltier color, but I mean, Celebration's a darker, maltier colored beer anyway. So you'd expect something of that to carry over, and but I'm extra happy. You're inside a tap room with regular interior lighting. You don't necessarily get a shine a light through it to see the true clarity of it, but that is an incredible clarity. That's gorgeous. Yeah, you can definitely see me, right? Anyway, through the nose. See, you know how normally you'd have a Westie and you got the first thing you think of is piney, right? And sometimes you get something that's a little more resinous, a little more liquid, with a lot more liquidity. It's definitely shying more on the resinous side than the piney side. It's not necessarily that kind of like pine cone tree bark type of pininess. It's more of the resinous flowing liquid type of version of it, which makes sense because it's just liquid dripping out of a bag. So cheers. They actually settled in a little. So when I had this in the tap room, and this was only a week and a half before I'm shooting this, so this crowler is only a week and a half old. At the time I'm shooting this, it was canned on 11/22. It's a week and a half old when I'm shooting this review. This has such a unique flavor. Like, you just taste nothing but pine, like raw pine juice. Raw West Coast Westie pine juice. That's what it is. Now, as it's been crowled and sitting in the refrigerator for a week and a half or so, it's starting to bring back more of that traditional piney flavor. But it still tastes incredibly fresh. It's a lot sharper than it was in the tap room. So it's sit it for a week, I guess, and it kind of brings out more of that kind of sharp bitterness to it. But it's all up front. There's nothing on the back end, nothing on the finish. It's just this is the purest type of West Coast flavor maybe you can have. For something with as much malt character as this does, it's incredibly smooth. A beer this malty should not be this smooth. It's defying the laws of beer science. But very, very good. And around November-ish, sometime in November, if you want to follow the social channels, if they announce the beer again, maybe it'll go back to the underground, but maybe it'll be announced again. And let me know if you're in the area. We'll meet up when Celly Drippins drips on again. Cheers, friends. See you next time.